What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, Plus Unit Picks. If you're new here on this channel, we focus strictly on NBA player props and other player props backed by data, projections, and real edges in the numbers. And we are coming in hot. From last night, we went on a 3-0 clean sweep. All three picks cashed. Yeah, all three picks on the board cashed. That's what happens, guys, when the numbers line up. We stay disciplined, no sweating at the last minute, except for Jared Allen. He got the block at the end. But no bad beats or anything like that, just strong reads and execution, and that's the goal every night. We're stacking sharp nights and building momentum. We're not here for the lucky streaks, guys. And tonight, there's actually 4 or 5 spots that we're going to attack. Four NBA player props that I like for tonight. Before we dive in, there's a few things that I'd like to cover with you guys. And before we get into the picks, real quick, if you guys aren't taking advantage of this with Better yet, you're leaving money on the table. Right now, new users on Better get a free $10 just for signing up. Yeah, free $10 just for signing up. Not a deposit match. Not bet $100 to get $10, no crazy gimmicks like that, just a free $10 loaded into your account. And on your first deposit, you get a $200 bonus, guys. Up to $200 in bonuses. You can't beat that. So here's what you do. You scan the QR code that you see right here on my screen, right? You download the app and you use my code +1, okay? That's PLUS1 right here on the screen. And then you'll essentially get to take advantage of that offer. Okay. So it'll, on top of that, if you sign up for Better, I meant to tell you guys this. If you sign up for Better using my code +1 and send proof of your sign up, I'll give you 30 days inside of my VIP group for free on Winnable. That's my full card, every prop I'm betting, full write-ups, clear reasoning, direct text alerts, straight to your phone, well before game time, okay? So no scraping and scrambling to get picks in at the last minute, right? It's not good to do that anyway, okay? So, just to recap, you're going to get a free $10 for signing up on Better, up to a $200 deposit bonus, and a full month of VIP access through my Winnable. The link is in the description. If you're ready, if you're already betting props, and you're not stacking bonuses like this, guys, you're doing it wrong, seriously. So my link's in the description. Now let's go ahead and get into the plays. That's what you all came here for, right? Yeah, for sure. Okay. Number 1, numero uno on the board. I've got my man, Miles Turner. We're going to pull up some stats here as well. Yeah, so Miles Turner, over 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists, PRA. Miles Turner is one of my favorite plays on the board tonight. He's Milwaukee's big man, modern big. He's not just a rim protector, he's elite at it, averaging 1.7 blocks per game, anchoring the defense. But the offensive role, he's a true 3-and-D center. He can roll hard to the rim as a lob threat, or pop out and knock down the threes, knock down the tray ball. And he's shooting at nearly 39% from deep. That spacing is huge. Now look at the match tonight against Chicago. He's already proven he can produce against them. In 3 meetings this season, he's averaging 17 points, nearly 6 boards, and even adding defensive stats. In one of those games, he hit 5 threes. That perimeter stretch is a nightmare for Chicago's bigs. They struggle defending centers who can pull them out of the paint, and Turner's mobility for his size, I think, creates real matchup issues for them. So we're just asking for 18 combined points, rebounds, and assists with his expanded role, 3-point volume, and success against this team. I love this spot. Let's dive into the numbers really quick. Over the last 5 games, Miles is hitting at a 60% clip, right, with a 2-game streak, averaging about 18 points, rebounds, and assists, or the median. His average is right at 16.8, so it's slightly below what the number is that we need, but hey, that's okay. He's still hitting at 60% over 5 games. Over 10 games, it's even higher at 70%. The average is right at 18 and a half, 1 point above, one notch above what we need for tonight. Or so over the 20 game span, it's essentially the same at right at 70% based upon the last 10 games, and then head to head with the matchup based upon who he's facing, Chicago tonight. I think this is even more compelling. The data is even more compelling, guys. So Miles Turner over 17 and a half points, rebounds, and assists. That wraps up pick one. Okay, so for pick two, I've got my man Max Christie under 21 and a half points, rebounds, and assists. And this one might surprise some people because Christie is balling this year. He's a 6'6" wingman, elite shooter. He's made some huge leaps efficiency-wise this year, shooting nearly 42% from three. That's pretty legit. He's also starting, and he's averaging just over 13 points a game. But here's where the numbers matter. For tonight, we're not betting his talent. We're betting the role and the matchup. Yes, he starts. Yes, he's part of the Dallas core with Cooper Flagg and Derek Lively. But even as a foundational piece, he's still a secondary option. And tonight against a tough OKC Thunder group, his role shifts even more. So he's going to be primarily tasked with guarding SGA. That's a full-time job, right? The reigning MVP, the mid-range monster, and you're the point of attack defender against one of the most explosive scorers in the league. Your energy is going to be about defense first. So chasing around SGA all night, fighting through screens, staying attached, using the length to contest tends to take your legs away offensively. So your offensive production tends to slide a bit. So in their previous meeting, he actually had 14 points, and even in the blowout loss in December, he stayed in the rotation, but he wasn't stuffing every stat category. So that's the key. To clear 22 points, rebounds, and assists, he would need a strong scoring night plus rebounds and assists, right? So, and with OKC pushing pace and forcing Dallas to react, Christie's main value is spacing and defense, not stat padding. So his 41.9% shooting from deep is important for Dallas to stay competitive, but that doesn't automatically translate necessarily, right, to 22 points, rebounds, and assists. So this feels like a 13 to 16 point type of game, maybe a few boards and a couple assists, but clearing 21 and a half is going to be very difficult. So I like the under here. We're just going to dive into the numbers really quick here on outlier.bet, one of my favorite tools that I like to use. You guys should check it out if you're into doing your own research for prop analysis. Let's see. So the last 5 games, Max is hitting under 21 and a half points, rebounds, and assists at a 60% clip on a 3-game streak. On average, he's averaging only 18.8 points, rebounds, and assists, and the median is right there at 20. And then if we look at it over the past 10 games, it's at 60%, pretty steady for the 5 or 10 game spot. And then over the 20 games stretch, it dips to about 55%. Not too bad. I'm a big fan of 55% and above, so I'm taking that all day. Head to head, when the 3 matchups against OKC, he's not hitting that number at all. I mean, like I said, guarding SGA. And before we move into the third pick, guys, quick reminder. I just want to All right, before we get into the third and fourth, the final picks, quick reminder, if you're placing these plays, make sure you're on Better. Free $10 bonus for new users for signing up to a $200 deposit bonus. Use my code +1, and if you use the code, as a member with access to all of my plays on Winnable, that's winnable.com, /+, or I'm sorry, link is in the description. And now, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and move into the final two plays of the night. The next play I have is Matas Buzelis, if I'm saying that correctly. Matas Buzelis at under 28.5 points, rebounds, and assists, going up against the Milwaukee team. Looking at the last 5 games, he's hit that at a 60% clip. His average is 25 points a game, so he's well under that over the past 5 games. Over the past 10, it looks like it's at a 70% clip, so a little bit higher. And if we look at it over 20 games, it's at a 75% clip as well. So, this is a good play, in my opinion. If we look at his position against the Bucks, it's kind of middle of the road, maybe 50 percentile. So I still think it's a good pick to add into your parlay, whether that's on Prizepicks, Better, or Underdog. I'm willing to go with that one. And then the fourth pick we have is going to be Andrew Nembhard. Let me get this reloaded here. Andrew Nembhard over 0.5 steals and blocks. So I feel real good about this. The Pacers, he's going up against the Memphis Grizzlies tonight. So actually at 4 p.m., so we're looking at that over the last 5 games, 60%. Over the past 5 games, he's hitting at that clip. Over the past 10 at an 80% clip, he's averaging at least a steal or a block. Over 20 games at a 70% clip, he's pretty steady. And then head-to-head matchup, he's got at least 2 steals there. So against Memphis, so I think it's a really good spot there for a fourth pick. I don't know if you guys are going to do Prizepicks. Like I said, they have a flex option as well. That way you've got some risk management involved in your parlay pick. But that pretty much should about do it for today, guys. Just going to do a quick recap. The first pick we had Miles Turner over 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists. The second pick we had Max Christie under 21.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Zealous at under 28.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And last but not least, Andrew Nembhard at over 0.5 steals and blocks. So that's the recap, guys. 4 good, strong angles there, 4 clean projections that jumped out on the stat sheet, key indicators. So if you're writing those picks, go ahead and comment with an emoji, like a fire emoji. So let's stay sharp, guys. Let's stay disciplined. And most importantly, let's stack those units. Again, I'm Austin. This is Plus Unit Picks. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Good luck.